What is up, peeps? So we covered the beanie that I was missing, but I seem to have misplaced my other bandana, so I'm not really tripping out about it right now. I mean, yeah, it does kind of suck that I lost it, but I got this one on my head that works just fine, so, you know, not really tripping up about it. Sometimes people ask rather strange questions on fucking YouTube. Cobra, while you chewing your beer? I was drinking Coney Island hard root beer. That shit's delicious, by the way. And I'm doing this number. I'm not chewing on it, I'm swishing it around my mouth, giving it the full taste. You know what I'm saying? Much like when you're sampling a fine rum or a fine whiskey or a fine wine at that, you know what I'm saying? You're getting the characteristics of it. Yeah. That's enough between that cup and what's left in here. That's enough to get me going for this here live stream. And of course, other stupid questions like, how the fuck do your eyes go both directions? It's called a lazy eye, you fucktard. Oh. I should definitely make a video advertising my shirt. And then for YouTube, and then of course if they want to get their own, put the link in the description box below, that sort of thing. Of course I already advertised about that on YouTube a hot minute ago, so I feel like it'd just be a repeat. I ask myself, what the fuck is wrong with the society we live in? People are eating Tide Pods for fucking YouTube challenges. That's just fucking stupid. Like, who does this shit? I seen it on YouTube, this video, top 10 dumbest challenges ever. I'm just watching this video like, why? I mean, challenges are supposed to be somewhat fun and yet challenging, not stupid and pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know, I don't understand it. Are people that bored out of their fucking minds? And then you get these schmucks who go around telling other parents, you know, you can't call your boy a boy. Why not? He came out of my wasp for JJ like that. Well, your kid's not old enough to decide what sex it is, so it's politically incorrect to call it. Well, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. That's overthinking it, goddammit. And people like that just flat out piss me off. You're trying way too hard to make it a political issue, and it's just like, fuck right off with that shit. People who are way too fucking PC, that, like, to a point where it's just annoying as fuck. See, a drinking challenge, that's at least fun. And if you're old enough to consume alcohol and you're being a respectable sport about it, you know, and don't be a sore loser or a cocky winner. You know what I'm saying? If you're having a nice, wholesome, respectable drinking game, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Beer pong and shit like that. Mm. Getting a little bit scruffy here, so I gotta charge up the shaver. This is Admiral's Choice Cherry Pipe Tobacco. It's a mixture of a bunch of different tobaccos some fans sent me, and I mixed it with some Tasty Puff. "15 shots. Damn, Brody, that's crazy." Homeboy Michael Bierke be like, 15 shots of tequila. That's crazy, bro. Now here's the thing. Once I get my bloody wand business started, you know what I can do? I can save up for my fucking Studebaker. With each one I sell, a small portion of it would go towards that badass little project car. Yeah. What if you took a 1950 Studebaker Commander and you dropped a 428 Shelby Cobra dual exhausted engine underneath the hood and you mounted it to where it made it safe to drive, gave you about 425 horses, and was mounted to the chassis safely so that the car would have to be touched up in certain areas to handle the torque of such a fast engine, but it would fit in a 428 Shelby Cobra engine and a 1950 Studebaker Commander. That's fucking sick. Now, because of movies like The Mask, starring Jim Carrey, people often associate Studebakers as being crappy cars. And like anything, if it's not maintained, of course, it's going to turn to crap. What do you expect? But taking an older car and working on it and making something cool out of it, it's a lot more resourceful than some of these newer cars that break way too easy upon impact. So even though such a Studebaker would be a bit of a gas guzzler, it'd be fucking sweet. I'm belching out green flames at the back of my car, peeling tire smoke to rock and roll music and hot rod shows. I could totally see me doing that. Yeah. Make it look like a sleeper, basically. You know, it'd look like... I thought about chopping the top and giving it a bit of a hot rod look, but I'm like, nah, make it look like a sleeper. It doesn't look like much, but then when you hear it roaring down the street, you're like, whoa, what the fuck is that coming from? I put a gas chip in it, so if I'm driving on the highway, I can conserve gas, but turn that fucker off when I'm at a hot rod show, so it goes full throttle. It's just loud as fuck. Yeah. There is a solution to your bloody problem. It probably decreased the horsepower a little bit if I installed a gas chip into something like that. But if you're traveling from state to state, it's a bit easier on your budget. So, you know. course, if it's an old school 428, it's probably not going to have a gas chip. Because gas chips work for engines with computers, and if that engine ain't got a computer, it ain't going to happen. I don't think they make aftermarket gas chips for a 428 Shelby Cobra engine. I'd be sick if they did. I mean, like if you bought one that was like a couple of years old from like a more modern Mustang, yeah, but yeah, an old school 428 would sound a lot better in my opinion. Just really throaty and deep and yeah. I'd have to have a separate gas tank hooked up, and I pour that stuff that makes fire green into it. So that when I flip the switch on the dashboard next to my steering wheel, it released that gas tank in a slow stream, very, very slow stream of fluid would leak out the exhaust pipes, right? And there's spark plugs attached to the fucking exhaust tips. And you rev your fucking engine. And it's mixed with like a little bit of gasoline and like some of that stuff that makes fire green. All of a sudden, holy shit, you're belching out green fire. I mean, what is chemistry? It's potions, people. Think about that for a second. People say magic isn't real. I disagree. And people can make jokes about it all they want to. Oh, look at Harry Potter over here. Ha ha ha. Harry Potter is a cool series, but real magic is so much more complex. Right? Kevin Williams asks, would you ever wear a zoot suit like The Mask? It was black and green. Yeah, why the fuck not? Like some mobster shit, get me a fucking big old fucking cigar and be like, hey, you guys. Now, what I really want to get is a Colt Cobra 38 special, and I want to restain the silver black to match the black handle, and then get a fiber optic green sight to replace the red sight, and have like a black and green Colt Cobra 38 special. Oh my god, that'd be a sexy gun. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's stuff I want to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when this one business takes off, man, I'm making money out the Asperger's, man. Because people be like, he legitimately has a wine business. Yeah. Shit, it's like the first 4 batches of wine sell like crazy. Then, donkeys. I just transferred $5.70 to my bank account from PayPal. I got $25 coming in. That'll go towards ordering another t-shirt. Yeah. Not yet. Believe me, as soon as I get my wine business up and running, you'll be the first to know. This style of wand takes the least amount of time to make. If I have enough sandpaper and sticks to do it, I can crank out shells pretty quickly, you know. And then when they're shaped like a nice, like this one's shaped, and then I can paint them and add leather handles to them, sell them for $34 on Etsy. As soon as I get my Etsy page set up, you'll recognize it too, because I'll have that kick-ass black and green logo that I did. I had a little help from a fan designing that, and then when I took it into GIMP and I photo edited it to be, you know, more my style, and it looks sick as fuck, so, yeah. And if I made a decent living off these wands, I could go full-time with it, legitly. You know. There's a Renaissance fair in Casper every summer, and I thought about making a couple of crystal staffs and selling them at the Renaissance Fair. Yeah. Be hot as Satan's balls outside, but I'll be wearing my green and black cloak, all dressed up for the fair. And I'd have my staff with me and walk around and chill on my booth for a bit and be like, what are you selling? Have a gander at this laddie Jim. Handmade magic staffs. There's a sweet little crystal shop I go to get my crystals for my staffs and wands. And it's the Wonder Gift Shop. And it's a bit of a ways away from my apartment, but it's worth the journey. They do have quality crystals. Anything from foggy to polished. And you notice that if you get a real quartz crystal and you accidentally drop your wand, that shit ain't gonna break because it's solid fucking rock. Now, this is one of my wands in my personal collection. This is a real quartz crystal right here. Can you take a gander at where I got the crystal from? I was visiting the gift shop in the Reptile Gardens near South Dakota, and I brought it home with me and found a stick for it and turned it into a wand. And the Reptile Gardens are literally as close as I've come to seeing an actual cobra in person. They had this gorgeous Malaysian king cobra on display. And you can tell because of the scales, they're all sandy colored. This fucker was big too, you know. But, yeah. I found out you can legally own a cobra in Wyoming, but it costs like $2,000. And you have to have the person who's raising it devenom it when it's super young, like when it's, you know what I'm saying? And then like they raise it to a certain age, and they raise it to be fed on frozen rats and mice and shit like that. And you can, there's a process. It's a bit of a bitch, but it can be done. You can legally own cobras in Wyoming, but they have to be devenomed. Which, yeah, you know, pro and con, you know. I mean, it would be kind of badass to have a cobra that's not devenomed, but it also be extremely dangerous. So it's like, you know, I'm picturing myself chilling in my dream house. Someone comes into my house, like, what the fuck is that on your shoulder? And they see this big old monocled cobra just looking at him, like, big old circle on the back of his head. They'd be like, yo, where the fuck did you get that? Like, I know a guy. And, is that thing devenomed? Just look at him and be like, maybe. If you're going to legally obtain cobras as pets, you want to start off with smaller cobras before you go up to the kings. Because them king cobras get big, man. A full-grown king cobra could look me in the face, hooded up. Like, damn nature, you scary. No, I'm just not more like, damn nature, you awesome. I've seen a video of Steve Irwin on YouTube, and he's got this giant-ass Egyptian cobra by the tail, and this fucker just looks mean, man. I'm like, damn. I remember one year I was feeding stingrays at a zoo, and I bought a bunch of fucking fish to feed them. And I fed a couple of stingrays in Steve Irwin's memory. I'm like, you know what? He was doing what he loved, showing the world that animals are dangerous, and if you fuck with them, they can fuck with you back. But he also showed the world that even though certain animals have an aggressive nature, you know, you notice that cobras aren't going to attack unless they're cornered or threatened. You know, that's how I try to look at life. I'm not going to fight unless I absolutely have to. And with arms this big, most people are just like, you know what? He's probably got that retard strength because of his autism. So, you know, I'm not going to fuck with that dude. Yeah. The thing of it is, I wonder if Colt would do that for me, because that'd be kind of cool if I custom ordered it like that. But yeah, a Colt Cobra 38 Special is like $700, which is, yeah. I've already got a side-by-side shotgun, so I'm not really tripping out about owning another gun at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm content with the gun I have right now. I'm just saying the next two guns I would purchase would be a 12-gauge Shockwave Mossberg and a fucking Colt Cobra 38 Special. That'd be fucking sick. Yeah. But I don't go out shooting very often, so, you know. Why have a shit ton of guns if you don't go shooting very often? That's $700 towards a car. You know. Yeah. Product placement with Admiral Nelson. Bartender, my glass is low. Well, let's fix that, shall we? Valentine's Day is coming up. Focus on being single and focus on your career. And I guarantee you that if it's meant to happen, it'll fucking happen. That glass is so fucking full that it's like practically to the brim. So if I pick that shit up, it's gonna fucking spill. Nice. Yeah. Cheers, Facebook. I didn't just drink it all in one fucking night, which would have been gnarly as shit. You know, I consumed it over like 3 to 4 days. So people want to call me a fucking alcoholic. I'm like, that's funny. Like, how am I a fucking alcoholic? Like, an alcoholic would have consumed this entire thing in one night. Me, I'm just like, give it about 3 to 4 days. Work my way through this biatch. Yeah. Elliot Brandy says, baller tank top. My dude ski. Why, thanks. Yeah, I had to order the King Cobra merch t-shirt, and I ordered it in a medium so it could hug my biceps, and that is very, very nice. And these fuckers are still available, so, you know, if you want one, you can always get one. If you ain't got the muscles to wear with something like this, they got t-shirts too. Normally CJ I would answer, but I'm not going to discuss my work schedule on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's none of y'all's business. You never heard me personally say where I work. You never really heard my schedule that much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I have a good thing going with my job right now, and I don't want to fuck it up. Because until I get my wand business started, you gotta have something, and it's better than nothing. So, you know. I'm gonna have to pull out like one of those birds in the water type shit, because this glass is so fucking full. For the first couple of months of my wand business, I'll be selling wands like this for $34 a piece. And then once I start to branch out a bit, all puns aside, and get more exposure and more business Then I'll branch out into crystal scepters like this one. I can get the crystals locally. And saw enough of these, eventually I'll work my way into stabs. But these are going to be $44 because when you're shipping a wand with a crystal in it, you got to have padding to it because you don't want the crystal to pop out. Also, it's more time to make because you got to make sure the hole's just right. You want that crystal to fit into the stick as snug. Nice and snug. So when you glue it in there, it's just fucking, it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to add padding to the packaging just as an extra precaution. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't paint this or anything. I just sanded it a little bit and then put some glaze on it. That's why it's all shiny. And then after the crystal was glued in there, I used a little bit of leather and wrapped it around the crystal after it dried, and then added a little bit more glue underneath the leather, and that shit looks legit. Yeah. But a lot of people have definitely hit me up saying how excited they are for the new album and, of course, for the wand business to be started. These are nothing more than business exploits, if you will. Seeing what I can do to venture out and, you know, most people would not hire me in town because of my YouTube celebrity status. And I can sit here and say that's discrimination, but to be fair, look what's happened. You know, people fuck with me, and it's unfortunate that people are assholes, and a lot of people don't want to have to deal with that. You know, so it is what it is. It doesn't mean I can't work for a living. It doesn't mean I can't date. It just means I have to be a bit more cautious what I spew out on the internet, yes. There we go. That first shot I took cleared it, so now I can pick up the glass without spilling it. E-doggies. Yeah, but schedules can change, and maybe it changed, maybe it didn't. You know, it's really none of anyone's concern. And, yeah, I might have mentioned a schedule in the past, but I thought to myself, nah, from now on, it's just, you know, you keeping social media separate from your job, and you're keeping your job separate from social media. So no matter how badly I'm getting bullied on social media, I leave it at the fucking door because I got dishes to wash. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's up. You know, I'm not going to let some asshole fucking dictate how I live my life. You know? And when you're a YouTube celebrity, you have to keep your romantic relationship separate to a degree. So if I were to get a girlfriend in the near distant future, I have to let her know that, okay, yeah, I'm super famous on YouTube, and if you want to be a part of it, you can. I'm not going to force you to be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if she wants to be a part of it, warn her ahead of time that there's a lot of fucking assholes who pick on me. They'll create fake accounts that pretend to be her and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's because these fucktards are miserable and sad and have no life whatsoever. Freaking ever. You know. Their lives are more sad than mine, so they pick on me because they're jealous of my fame, of the fact that I'm confident with who I am as a person. Instead of working hard to build their own YouTube channel, they sit here and do this number all day. Yeah. One more stupid comment I got on my YouTube channel was, quit stealing Internet Collective's videos. It's the other way around, Brody. I'm so fucking famous that if I make a fucking live video on Facebook, people will steal it and upload to another channel for people's sick amusement. But so I managed to find the beanie I was missing, but the bandana I did not. And I'm not even tripping out about it because this one's a lot bigger and it could be worse. It always could be worse, you know. That's the thing of it, you know, like some people are going to struggle a lot worse than you are. And you think for 1 second that you have it rough. Okay, put the shoe on the other foot, face covered in soot. Shit, bust a mad flow like the Mad River through Colorado, yo. Like this Wyoming wind so breezy, busting a mad flow is so easy. Got the KingCobra trying to rap, man, that shit sounds cheesy. Love is like a fart. You shouldn't force it. It involves assholes and it stinks. Yes. Yes, goddammit, that was beautiful. Rocking this boss-ass tank top, sipping on some rum. But why's all the rum gone? Because Gothic KingCobra drank it all. Well, shit. If I grow my mustache out, I like this Captain Jack Sparrow, Ozzy Osbourne, metalhead hippie looking thing going. Like, what the fuck is this shit? No, I fucked up on that one song the other night, and I was just like, nope, not having it. Not having it. Although occasionally I'll do a song that I've never done before on social media, and I pull it off just right. And it's like, okay, that's cool, you know. But it's a Sunday evening, and it's past 10 o'clock, so I'm just like chilling, you know. Don't quite feel like singing in this video. But those who have watched me live play guitar and sing in the last couple of days, it's like, hey, since when can KingCobra sing and play guitar? I don't know. But a gift with music is just a wonderful thing, isn't it? Yeah. Fuck suicide when you can drink alcohol and smoke tobacco, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? A fine pipe tobacco waffling through the air, as sweet as a warm spring breeze, waffling through the air with ease. A tantalizing conversation starter and a delicious tease. A smell that surely would please. Nicotine coursing through your veins with ease. Against that tobacco breeze. Yeah. And Donald Trump's kind of a sleaze. Okay, Mr. Edgar Allan Political. But to be fair, I did do some cool shit with my vocals the other day. I picked a random clip from a random video on YouTube. I'm like, they're doing this experiment deal. And, yeah. Chester and his buddy were featured on Good Mythical Morning and Does Music Make Sound Taste Better? Or Does Music Make Food Taste Better? And then they did segments of it that were pretty cool. And to show off my sexy ability to sing for the ladies, I did the really slow versions of The Cup of Noodles and the Flamin' Hot Cheetos bit. Just thinking about it now because I canceled the fucking video. You know, I did it on video the other night, and then I ended up canceling the video. Because music, it make food taste better. Let's talk about that. And most of you will know I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my vocals. I push myself to the limit. Going from Michael Jackson to Seether, to Stain, to Green Day, to Linkin Park, to Cradle of Filth, to Scorpions, Def Leppard, Pink Floyd. You know, I sing a variety of artists. I mean, Crazy Train by Bullet for My Valentine, for fuck's sake.
Can music change how food tastes? Let's talk about that. Acted our tasting sensations with a cup of noodle, classic late night nibble. 3 minutes, remove the lid, stir well and enjoy. Caution, product is hot. Handle with care. Product is hot. Handle with care. Yeah.
Okay, I know it's cheesy because it's about food, but at the same time, you can't help it. It fucking sounds dope as shit, you know what I'm saying? If I want to skip through it just a bit, you might as well sing along with the harder version, yeah?
Whoa! Bet you didn't taste anything. There had no room for tasting. That was intense, fellers. No headspace for tasting. And there was like a helpful caution in there that the product is hot. I think that came directly off the packaging, which is brilliant. It was hot. The funny thing is it was very hot temperature-wise, but I don't feel like I experienced much because I was so into the music.
Yeah, it's not ridiculously loud.
That was the main thing on my mind. So. Flavor took a big backseat. But we should flip the script now. Yes. Bring things down.
I think we're going to need some chairs over here.
Wow, we're bringing in stools.
I think we'll go acoustic with this one, boys.
Go acoustic. Let's bring down the volume.
I would say when you want more flavor, bring in stool.
We have a brand new song for you guys.
All right, next single.
This is off our upcoming album, May 19th.
All right, guys, serenade us.
There's a nuclear winter outside. Everybody's gone, and but I'm a lucky feller, long as I got you in my bomb cellar. The radiation's getting to me, your blonde noodle hair is all I see. Oh, cup of noodles. I only have 20 cents till you left. I'm the one noodle closer to death.
Wow, they're really bringing it. You're bringing the flavor in that one. That was very moving. I don't know if it was the slowness of the song or the subject matter, because it brings out the sourness of food. Would have thought it.
I'm sweet and you stick to my teeth, and you're shearing the flesh from right off my mouth. Beef, I mean tongue. It's a weird thing I sung, but I couldn't think of a good rhyme. Oh, Sour Patch Kids, you assault my mouth.
Sweeter? I think we'll have to compare it with the next one, but I mean, I gotta say, I believe that was the sweetest experience I've ever had with Sour Patch Kids. Yeah. But I don't have anything to compare it to yet. Previous Sour Patch experience. But we gotta try the other side of this thing. So now.
World is our patch, sing with me now. one patch, the world is our patch. So let's get together.
Make you, because that's like a smell, right?
I know it seems like we're just completely making this up, but I'm not making up the fact that I feel like that was a more sour experience in the best way possible.
Yeah,
I feel like there was like another dimension to it.
I mean, I was like bopping, and it brought out the sourness.
And the bass, it was really the bass that wasn't plugged in that Chester was playing.
was
that was the part that really did it for me.
It was my superb slap it a bass. He do slap it a bass.
So, like, I'm
You
saying
might need
we
one.
are.
I'm convinced so
I'm
far.
saying this is happening.
Let's continue this experiment.
Round 3. Now let's test the spiciness of food subject to music.
Now, this one is the first one that is intuitive because the science says that the faster the tempo, the spicier the food.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's just the thing of it. Like, if I'm gonna sit here and do this kind of thing on YouTube and cancel the video, what stupid shit is that? People who miss out on seeing this when I do it last time around, they're like, damn.
Tempo actually increases the sensation of spiciness.
All right, so let's start out slow. Chester, give it to me slow.
When I took a bite, thought it would just be for tonight. Can't get enough. Wish my insides were more tough. My fingers are stained by your touch. My heart is stained twice as much. Your love is a flame, she can know by your name. Flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh, man. That is a single. That's the first single. Oh, you've already had.
God damn it, that shit would sell Flamin' Hot Cheetos, dude. I'm telling you that shit. Yeah. Fuck suicide, man. You miss out on so much in life. It really is. Yeah, okay. So. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This makes 3 little vocal cover deals. So after this one, I should like pick one more song to make it an even 4 and just stop right there. Because 4 is a good number. 4 seasons of the year: summer, fall, winter, and spring. 4 corners of the globe: north, south, east, and west. 4 quarters in a football game. Every president serves at least 4 years in office. Every car has at least 4 tires. Damn. You know, I remember the insult they would say when growing up. They were like, if he had glasses, like, oh, look at 4 eyes over there. You know, if someone calls you 4 eyes for wearing glasses, you look at them and you're like, you know, having 4 eyes is better than 2, and just walk away. And they stop and think about it for a second, and they're like, this motherfucker. And one of my homies was going off to Job Corps and basically said to him, don't let the drama distract you. You have a goal in mind, you know. If I hadn't fucked things up with Job Corps, I wouldn't be in this apartment. But at the same time, I have a better paying job. So things work out, I suppose. And there were a couple times they tried to screw me, and it was like, dude, really? Wow. my 21st birthday comes up, and I'm filling out weekend pass for Job Corps, and I'm sitting there in office administration in Job Corps. And Mr. Wolf was one of the coolest instructors I've ever had, you know, straight shooter, no bullshit. And I did rather well in that trade when I answered the phones for Job Corps. Good afternoon, Box Elder Job Corps. This is Josh. How may I help you? Cool, professional phone voice. So like, all right, Josh has got long ass fucking hair, but he's a respectable kid. I can dig it. Okay, so a couple of staff members fucking hated me. A couple of them were like, all right, this guy, yeah. And Miss Carla comes in and she says, well, I noticed you filled out weekend pass. I'm like, yeah, it's my 21st birthday. My parents are coming to pick me up and take me out, you know. And she goes, well, I don't think you've earned the right to go on weekend pass. And so she gave me fucking community service hours for after trade for doing absolutely nothing, just to prove that I was, you know, that I earned the right. And I busted my ass burgers, man. And I got my hours done that I didn't even deserve. I turned it into Miss Carla. I got the signatures I needed. Everything was kosher. I go to pack up for a weekend pass, and I'm like, all right, I proved to Miss Carla that, you know, I've earned the right to go on weekend pass. I busted my ass, got my hours done before my parents come to get me. And when dorm staff contacted her, she lied and said that I didn't complete my hours. And my dorm staff was like, well, you realize if you go on weekend pass, you'll be AWOL and you get more hours after that. And I'm like, fucking seriously? Wow. And my parents had already drove all the way up there to see me, so they weren't going to just drive back for nothing. So I went on weekend pass and I took every hour they gave me and I worked them off. I'm like, that's bullshit, but that's life. You get screwed sometimes. I mean, I was grateful for the weekend trip, mind you. It was a chance to, you know what I'm saying? But no, don't get me wrong. Okay, there were some experiences I had at Job Corps that were not all bad, you know. But, yeah, when that fucking one business takes off. Playing this shit off my iTunes fucking no lyric video. See how I do singing this shit.
Well, Mama told me when I was young, said sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. It will. Oh, take your time. Don't live too fast. Troubles will come, and they will pass. You'll find a woman, and you'll find love. And don't forget that there is a someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for
want the sun if you can. If you can. If you can. Now King Cobra's just showing off. Showing off. Yeah, right. Get your lust from the rich man's gold. All that you need now is in your soul. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want from you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. There's something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you Oh, don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. You can do this, oh baby, if you try. All I want from you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this? Call me son, if you can. So baby, be a simple man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son? If you can. For Psychosocial by Slipknot. Well, shit. God damn it, Saunders drinking the demon's juice again. Well, shit. Oh, the devil's juice, yes. That's what those uptight Christian cunts call alcohol. I call it potion. And yet, this is the kicker of it. They're all going on about how alcohol is the devil, but, you know, Jesus' blood turned into fucking wine, but alcohol's the devil. Shit. So, like, what if the Bible is a guide to worshiping Satan instead of God? Think about it, because Satan only kills 10 people, 10 people, and God kills a shit ton more. And people sacrifice virgins and shit to God to make their corn grow better. But Christians want to flip it and say that, you know, Satan's a bad guy. Fuck right off with that. I'm tired of Satan getting a bad name for this bullshit. All hail the Almighty Three. The Christians will sit there and say that prostitution's a goddamn sin, but then Jesus slept with a fucking prostitute, so explain that one to me. You know, I heard Jesus Christ had the best hands for masturbation, his holiness. Is that what they meant by his second coming? God damn it, that joke was horrible, but I went for it. And if the joke offends you, well, fuck off. The Virgin Mary's a cunt. Have a nice day. Fucking don't like it, kiss my ass burgers. Because if it's a game you want to play, I got all fucking day. Shit. I love smoking out of my pipe, but when it gets clogged, man, you gotta unclog that son of a bitch. Put one I come on, I suppose. Brush all that ash off into the fucking ashtray. There we go. Hashtag Albert Einstein, hashtag Bing Crosby, hashtag Hugh Hefner. Yeah. Gotta give a shout out to a couple of famous pipe smokers. Yeah. All three of those bastards are sitting up in the afterlife right now smoking pipe tobacco going, well, I'll be damned. Ain't this a trip? I know you, yeah, I know you, and I've been watching over you. Believe this shit. Did a Facebook Live video singing like Bing Crosby. People are, you know what I'm saying? Because I made the joke because I smoke a pipe, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, check this out. Can King Cobra sing like Bing Crosby? Like, oh, check this out. As far as somewhat moderately decent, like if you're gonna play Christmas carols, dude, you can't go wrong with Bing Crosby. Like that's classic, man. And it's like, well, shit, King Cobra can sing like Bing Crosby. How about that? I already did a video on that, and it's like, damn, this motherfucker. Yeah, there we go. Smoking a pipe is a bit more time consuming than just pulling one out of the pack and lighting it. A pipe tobacco is a lot cheaper and it has less chemicals and it smells better to most non-smokers, so I got a sweet tooth for pipe tobacco, I'll tell you what. That shit's bomb. It's fucking cherry grape pipe tobacco. Take some of this here tasty puff and spray it on your cherry pipe tobacco, man. You got cherry grape pipe tobacco. What's up? What's good? And that's the cool thing about pipe tobacco is you can customize your flavors, you know, and it smells good too. And like, I love the smell of tobacco in general. I'm not picky about that, but a lot of people would be like, oh my God, he's smoking a cigarette. That smells nasty. Cigarettes are so bad for you. Yeah, so is narcissism and extreme amounts of exercise, but people do that too. What's your point? Would you look at that? He's smoking. Oh my God. So offensive. I'm also jerking off here. You want some fucking hairdo or what? Fuck the Surgeon General. Smoking pipe tobacco may cause throat cancer, mouth cancer, lung cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure. That's a classy way to go out. God damn it, that smells good. I love the expression, put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's my favorite expression. Good rum and good tobacco, that's what it's all about, Facebook. Oh, but you said you might sing for Psychosocial by Slipknot. Yeah, I did. Give me a fucking second. I'm chit-chatting with my fans here. Impatient motherfuckers telling me how to run my shit. Fuck off. A friendly suggestion is one thing, but when I get people flat out telling me just in one ear and out the other, like, dude, I want to run my shit how I run my shit. If you don't like it, don't watch my videos. I'm not going to change for nobody or nothing. I feel like a boss wearing this fucking t-shirt, this fucking shirt, man. You motherfuckers want to get one of these, man. Even if you ain't got my muscles, you can still wear a t-shirt. I'm telling you, this shit is fucking lit. The design on the back and the design on the front. That's nice. Did you know they turned The Mask into a cartoon series? Legitly. And Stanley appears driving his fucking Studebaker. And him and all his friends get into like a bunch of crazy shit. They turn it into a bloody fucking cartoon series. Yeah. Make sure the spikes will be gone. With the last couple of drops in there. Don't want to waste any of the good shit now, do we? No, we do not. That bottle is more empty than an empty bottle. That made no sense. It wasn't even funny. Fucking Asperger's talking shit again. That shit was funny. Here's the funny thing, Facebook. Trolls make fun of me for having Asperger's all the fucking time, and I'm making fun of my own disorder all the fucking time. So how the fuck is that supposed to affect me when I make fun of my own Asperger's and these trolls talk a bunch of shit? I'm just looking at them like, pretty much. I want to look the song up on YouTube because I've consumed just a bit of alcohol, and it'd be easier with lyrics, wouldn't it? SLIPNOKNOT. See, YouTube knows what I'm looking for. Was that good, YouTube? Slipknot for Psychosocial with lyrics. Booyah. I have the song on my iTunes, but it'd be a lot better if I could do it more accurately if I had lyrics in front of me. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with having lyrics in front of you. It aids in your quest to become a better singer and, you know, show off your awesome ability to sing. So, Psychosocial by Slipknot. I did my time, everyone else. Someone who's afraid. It doesn't cut, the soul is not so vibrant. Reckoning, the second name. You change the version, you don't think of single version. You turn your headlights, go to your graves. Let go your mouth, all the blood you will say. Thinking getting more death. I'm done, nothing on, I'm not the other one. Memory will go our song. Ourselves against the wall. No one else can see the vision of the mother in me. Psychosocial, 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 psychosocial. Call the request, so what we learn, but where the devil found the secret that goes around. If I knew, what was it killing all? I would not wait out. So nothing less, we can shine over. Just look me in the eyes and say I'm wrong. Now there's no way to think this, but I'm missing somebody. I think we're done, I'm not the only one. Memory will kill us all. Ourselves against the wall. No one else can see the vision of the mother in me. Psychosocial, psychosocial, psychosocial. Limits of the dead. Limits of the dead. Oh my god, I'm bombing at this. Normally I do good at this song, but I haven't sung this song in a long ass fucking time, so I'm bombing at it horribly. And I can't delete the video just because I fucking suck at singing, you know what I'm saying, Facebook? I'm just gonna fucking listen to the rest of the song while I pound the rest of this alcohol because I can't. Like, I try to sing good and it's not good enough, you know. At least you get to watch me fail miserably at singing this, you know. At least I threw in the towel instead of trying to fucking finish it, you know, instead of fucking sitting there saying, oh, yeah, I could finish this song. Yeah, when you haven't sung it in a long ass fucking time, yeah, I'm just gonna stop with vocal covers while I'm ahead. Ugh. I feel like a schmuck for bombing on that. That was... Ugh. Like, if I don't have a song to sing after that, just for bombing on that horribly, I feel bad as a musician, and I can't sing worth a shit if I'm doing that, you know, like, so I pick something that. Is it really gonna keep singing, God damn it, stop with the torture? King Cobra trying to sing. You really had to pick. What a shame. What a shame. God damn it. All right. Yeah, I fucking bomb on that Slipknot cover, and it's like, well, you gotta pick it up with the fucking Shinedown cover to fucking make up for it, because that was kind of fucking lousy. Like, dude, come on. And even though I bombed on that Slipknot cover, I could still match his fucking voice. So it's beside the fucking point, but... Doggies. That's the last sip for the roundup, cowpokies and cowgirls. It's the last roundup, little doggy. Shut the fuck up, Mr. Trying to sound like John Wayne. Shit. Smoking my red. Fuck it. Because cowboy killers are delicious. Sip on that here in a second, man. Get my pop tobacco. But you said you were going to make up for your shitty Slipknot cover. That I did? Yes, that I did. I'll get to that in a fucking second. But, even though I'm a damn good singer, fucking up on these songs makes it seem like I'm more human than anything. So I guess it makes the videos more relatable to a lot of common folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but reflecting upon it personally, I'm just like, I know I'm a good singer, so even if I fuck up on it, I'm just like, whatever, dude. I'm drinking and singing karaoke for Facebook, so kind of irrelevant to the point, but a gothic autistic with such a beautiful singing voice. What is this shite? This is definitely enough alcohol to get the fucking party started for me, man. I'm feeling pretty good right now. And if I feel boss wearing one of these t-shirts, I know you'll feel boss wearing one of them too. That's what I'm fucking saying. So even though fucking Casper Anonymous steals my fucking videos without my permission, it's in the end it's more exposure, so yeah. Stop stealing videos from Internet Collective. Stop stealing videos from Casper Anonymous. Like, dude, they're stealing my fucking videos, dude. And I didn't give them permission to do it, but they're doing it to give me more exposure. So it's like, you know, with that kind of exposure comes a price. You gotta be careful what you post on social medias. Cigarettes a day, the strongest whiskey Kentucky can make. That's a recipe to put a vagabond on his hands and knees. I watched it all up close, I knew him more than most. I saw a side of him he never showed, full of sympathy for a world that wouldn't let him be. That's the man he was. Have you heard it now? What a shame, what a shame. Judge a life that you can't change. The choir sings, the church bells ring. So why'd you give this man his wings? What a shame to have to beg you to see we're all the same. What a shame. There's a hard light for every silver spoon. There's a touch of gray for every shade of blue. That's the way that I see life. If there was nothing wrong, then there'd be nothing right. And for this working man, they say could barely stand. There's gotta be a better place to land. Some kind of remedy for a world that wouldn't let him be.
just a many words. Have you heard it now? What a shame, what a shame. Judge a life that you can't change. The choir sings, the church bells ring. Won't you give this man his wings? What a shame to have to beg you to sing. We're all the same. What a shame. God live the hands that let you down. They never get around, but your broken heart can break the sound. The chains that seasons, now the leaves are falling faster. I believe you gave me hope through your endeavors, and now you will live forever. What a shame, what a shame. There's a life that you can change. The choir sings, church bells ring. Won't you give this man his wings? What a shame to have to beg you to see. We're not all the same. What a shame, what a shame. 'Cause we're not all the same. What a shame, what a shame. 'Cause we're not all the same.
Damn. Alright, so I'm gonna pick one, maybe two more songs after this, but right now my mouse is not quite cooperating all the way, but God damn it. Hold on a second. Okay, my Surface is not working right now. Hold on a second. Right now, I noticed that my computer desk is a little bit coated in miscellaneous ash and shit. And unfortunately, Facebook, when your fucking computer desk is coated in cigarette ash, it doesn't want to fucking work. So, you take a bunch of this shit off your computer desk, and you clean it off. Unplug the keyboard for a second. Ay, caramba. I'll take a wet washcloth and Excuse me. Asperger's is talking shit again. But I gotta do this on occasion, otherwise it builds up and then, you know. Wipe off my work surface here. Just take a wet washcloth and scrub all the ash and shit off of the desk of mine. And there we go. It looks 1,000 times better. It's not perfect by any means, but it looks 1,000 times better than it was looking. And make sure the mouse is turned off so I can clean the mouse real quick. That'll help it move better. Watching me clean my computer desk. Not very entertaining, but when the mouse wasn't moving properly, I look at it and I'm like, well, there could be a reason why it's not doing that like it's supposed to. Come to find out, well, maybe if you clean your computer desk off, it'll make everything work out. Probably should clean this off too. Now when you're cleaning off a keyboard for your computer, you don't want it a cloth that's soaking wet but very lightly damp. And you see there's like a bunch of ash and shit all over my keyboard. And it doesn't take much to clean it off, just a very, very lightly damp, I cannot stress this enough, very lightly damp cloth. I can sit here and clean this keyboard real quick. It's not going to look 100% professional, but it's going to look a lot better. And it gets to a point where the fucking build up with the ash and shit, and it's like, well, okay, here's the thing. Clean out that desk real quick, and you'd be amazed at the difference it makes. Nice. Now the keyboard's nice and clean. And now the coup de resistance, to plug the keyboard back in and turn the mouse back on. And there's a little bit of stuff back here that I can clean off. Just miscellaneous fucking ash and shit. Where did I just had the fucking thing in my hand. Yeah, there it is. Yeah,